What's up, Scoop Squad? Get ready for a rapid-fire update that's going to blow your minds. The news cycle is absolutely on fire, and we've got the inside track on the stories you need to know. We're diving deep into the biggest developments, bringing you the hype and the headlines that matter. We've got exclusive insights, behind-the-scenes whispers, and the kind of news that defines the conversation. So buckle up, because the scoop is about to drop, and it's bigger than ever. First up, a massive development in the search for a new DCU Batman has just dropped, and it involves a fan-favorite star who's made his voice heard. Next, we're staying in the superhero universe with a reveal from the set of a highly anticipated series. A newcomer is spilling the beans on auditioning for a major role, only to see it go to a close friend. The story behind this casting call is as compelling as it is heartwarming, and it sheds light on the tight-knit community within these massive productions. And speaking of highly anticipated series, get ready for a deep dive into some hidden details that could be setting the stage for major future events. We've uncovered an Easter egg in a recent episode that points to a significant villain's introduction, potentially reshaping the landscape of what's to come. This is the kind of detail that changes everything. Finally, we're revisiting a familiar face who was once a top contender for a legendary role, but has now clarified his future with the studio. What does this mean for the upcoming projects and the universe's direction? You don't want to miss these crucial updates. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on, because you never know when the next explosive update will hit. Let's get into it. DCU Batman search gets a major update. The question on everyone's lips: who will don the iconic cowl for James Gunn's new DC universe? The field of potential Batman has been a hot topic, with countless fan castings flooding the internet. However, one of the most consistently popular and vocal contenders, Ritchson, star of the hit series Reacher, has officially addressed the rumors and his own aspirations for the role. In a candid conversation with Variety, Ritchson revealed that while he has indeed spoken with DC Studios head James Gunn, it appears his time as the caped crusader in the main DCU continuity is unlikely. Ritchson, known for his imposing physique and charismatic presence, has long been a fan favorite for the role, often praised for embodying the heroic qualities and intensity associated with Batman. His previous success in portraying a justice-driven character in Reacher has only fueled this speculation. Ritchson himself has expressed interest in the part multiple times, making his recent statements all the more significant. He confirmed that words have been exchanged about Batman, with Gunn indicating a direct dialogue about the possibility. However, Ritchson tempered expectations, stating, "But I strongly don't think that Batman is in my future." This declaration comes as a surprise to many who saw him as a frontrunner. Despite this specific role likely being off the table, Ritchson was optimistic about his broader relationship with DC, adding, "I do think there is something in my future with DC, and I would like that to remain true." This suggests that Gunn and DC Studios may have other prominent roles in mind for the popular actor, potentially in projects outside the main Batman narrative or even in different capacities within the universe. James Gunn, meanwhile, has been tight-lipped about the specifics of the new DCU Batman, confirming that Robert Pattinson's Batman and his associated Elseworlds continuity will remain separate. Gunn recently mentioned to Screen Rant that he is still figuring out the direction for Batman, emphasizing that everything's fluid. He is working with an unnamed writer to ensure the character's portrayal is right for the DCU, aiming for a version that is distinct from Pattinson's iteration, but also avoids being campy or overly comedic. The search for this new Batman is a critical step in establishing Gunn's vision for the franchise, and Ritchson's clarification provides a clearer, albeit disappointing for some fans, picture of the talent pool. Fans on social media have expressed a mix of disappointment and understanding, with many hoping Ritchson might still land an Elseworlds Batman project or another significant DC character. Given his past portrayal of Aquaman in the Smallville series, roles like Aquaman, Booster Gold, or Hawkman have also been speculated. The exact timing and casting for the DCU's Batman remain a key piece of the puzzle as Gunn continues to build his interconnected universe. But don't get too comfortable just yet, because the casting news doesn't stop there. Get ready for a story about a newcomer who almost landed a massive role, but found an even better fit. Peacemaker Season 2, newcomer's near miss with Superman role. In the ever-evolving landscape of the DC universe, casting stories often reveal fascinating behind-the-scenes drama and unexpected turns. Saul Rodriguez, who has now joined the cast of Peacemaker Season 2 as Sasha Bordeaux, recently shared her experience auditioning for a pivotal role in James Gunn's Superman movie. While she didn't land the part of the engineer, her journey led her to a significant role in Peacemaker, and her reaction is one of genuine happiness for her friend who did secure the role. Rodriguez disclosed in an interview that her audition for the engineer, a key associate of Lex Luthor, was how she initially connected with James Gunn. The role ultimately went to Maria Gabriela de Faria, an actress Rodriguez has known and worked with for 14 years, dating back to their time on the Nickelodeon Latin America show Grachi. This close personal and professional relationship meant that even in rejection, there was a shared sense of victory. Rodriguez expressed her enthusiastic support, stating, "It went to my friend. I couldn't be happier. We were going to go in and test with James, but we were both like, it has to go to either of us. If it goes to you, I'm so happy." She described the experience as bittersweet because naturally she wanted the role for herself. However, her happiness for DeFaria's success overshadowed her own disappointment. "I was so happy she got it. She deserves it so much," Rodriguez added. Initially, Rodriguez feared that this missed opportunity might mean a singular, unsuccessful interaction with Gunn. "I was convinced it was a one-time thing with James. He met me. I wasn't good enough. He didn't like me. I went through that phase. I cried a lot, and it was a dream I let die, then I moved on," she admitted. However, fate had other plans. After a period of silence, Rodriguez was contacted by the Peacemaker team. She submitted a tape for the role of Sasha Bordeaux, a character who works with Argus, and what began as another audition quickly evolved into an offer. This turn of events highlights Gunn's tendency to keep talent within his orbit, even if the initial project doesn't pan out. It's a testament to Rodriguez's talent and her ability to make a strong impression. Her casting in Peacemaker Season 2 is particularly exciting for fans, as Sasha Bordeaux is a character with a rich history in DC Comics, often associated with the hero Booster Gold, and possessing a connection to the cybernetic enhancement known as the OMAC suit. The series itself, created by Gunn, has garnered critical acclaim for its unique blend of humor, action, and character development. Rodriguez's addition promises to bring a fresh dynamic to the team, further enriching the burgeoning DCU narrative that Gunn is meticulously crafting. This story not only provides a personal glimpse into the casting process, but also reinforces the interconnected nature of Gunn's DCU, where talent can be discovered and redeployed across different projects. It's a heartwarming reminder that sometimes, not getting the first role can lead to an even more fitting one. And speaking of hidden details that could shape the future, prepare for a dive into an Easter egg that might just reveal one of DC's most formidable villains lurking in the shadows. Peacemaker Season 2, Easter egg hints at major Superman villain's arrival. James Gunn's Peacemaker Season 2 is proving to be more than just a vehicle for John Cena's titular antihero. It's also becoming a treasure trove of Easter eggs and subtle foreshadowing for the wider DC universe. In the recent premiere episode, titled The Ties That Grind, a seemingly minor detail within the alternate universe Peacemaker inhabits has sent fans into a frenzy, pointing towards the potential introduction of a significant Superman adversary, the Ultra-Humanite. The episode sees Christopher Smith, the Peacemaker, exploring a parallel reality where he is a celebrated hero, part of a heroic trio known as the Top Trio alongside his father, Augie, White Dragon Smith, and brother Keith. Their exploits are celebrated, with accolades and newspaper clippings adorning the study of this alternate Peacemaker. Among these displayed honors is a newspaper clipping detailing the Top Trio's victory over the Ultra-Humanite. This seemingly innocuous detail serves as a significant nod to one of DC Comics' earliest and most powerful supervillains. The Ultra-Humanite, first appearing in the Golden Age of comics in 1939, is a brilliant scientist who, through advanced technology, can transfer his consciousness into different bodies. While he is most famously depicted as a genetically engineered albino gorilla with a massive head and immense intellect, his ability to body swap has allowed him to inhabit various forms, including humans, dinosaurs, and even artificial intelligence. This makes him an incredibly adaptable and dangerous foe, particularly for Superman, as he is considered one of the Man of Steel's first recurring archnemeses. Gunn's choice to subtly introduce the Ultra-Humanite aligns with his established pattern of incorporating deep-cut DC lore into his projects. The villain's unique nature, particularly his intelligence and body-swapping capabilities, offers a wealth of storytelling potential. His presence in the comics often involves intricate plots and a sophisticated understanding of science, making him a compelling antagonist for any hero. The mention of dimensional imp references in the same episode also hints at the possible inclusion of Mr. Mxyzptlk, another powerful interdimensional being, further expanding the scope of threats within the DCU. The Ultra-Humanite's history with Superman is extensive, and his introduction, even as a background detail, suggests that Gunn is laying the groundwork for a more complex and villain-centric narrative within the DCU. This particular villain's classic status and unique power set make him a prime candidate for a more substantial role in future DCU installments. The newspaper clipping specifically mentions his defeat by the top trio, implying a history of conflict in this alternate timeline that could be explored further. Fans are buzzing about the implications, speculating whether this Easter egg is a direct setup for the Ultra-Humanite's appearance in Peacemaker, Season 2, or a broader hint at his future integration into the DCU. Given Gunn's track record, it's likely a strategic placement designed to pique audience interest and signal the depth of the universe he is building. The possibility of seeing such a classic villain brought to life on screen is an exciting prospect for comic book enthusiasts. This deep dive into hidden details has certainly got us thinking about what else might be lurking. Now, let's circle back to a familiar face who was once a top contender for a legendary role, but has now clarified his future with the studio. Reacher star Alan Ritchson clarifies DCU Batman aspirations. In the ever-dynamic world of superhero casting, Alan Ritchson, the star of the acclaimed series Reacher, has recently provided clarity on his potential involvement in James Gunn's new DC universe as Batman. While Ritchson has been a consistent fan favorite for the role of the Caped Crusader, he has now indicated that while discussions have occurred, he does not anticipate playing Batman in the upcoming DCU. This statement comes after widespread speculation and Ritchson's own previous expressions of interest. Speaking with Variety, Ritchson confirmed that he has had conversations with James Gunn, the co-CEO of DC Studios. Words have been exchanged about Batman, Ritchson revealed. This acknowledgement suggests that the possibility of him stepping into the iconic role was indeed on the table at some point. However, he quickly tempered expectations, adding, "But I strongly don't think that Batman is in my future." This definitive statement suggests that, for now, the door to playing the main DCU Batman appears closed for the Reacher star. Ritchson's popularity as a fan cast for Batman is well documented. His imposing physique, commanding presence, and proven ability to portray complex, justice-driven characters like Jack Reacher have made him a natural fit in the eyes of many fans. His previous, albeit brief, portrayal of Aquaman in the television series, Smallville, also adds to his DC credentials, making him a familiar face within the superhero genre. Despite the likelihood of not playing Batman, Ritchson expressed optimism about his future with DC Studios. "I do think there is something in my future with DC, and I would like that to remain true," he stated. This suggests that James Gunn and the DC Studios team recognize Ritchson's potential and may be considering him for other significant roles within the expanding universe. The DCU is in the process of establishing its foundational characters and narratives, and Ritchson's talent could be utilized in various capacities, perhaps as a different hero or even a compelling villain. James Gunn himself has been deliberate in his approach to the DCU's Batman, emphasizing that Robert Pattinson's portrayal in the Elseworlds continuity will remain separate from the main DCU timeline. Gunn has stated that he is actively involved in developing the script for the new DCU Batman film, The Brave and the Bold, working with a writer to ensure the character's introduction is impactful and aligns with his vision. He has expressed a desire for a Batman who is not campy, but possesses a clear necessity within the DCU's narrative, a vision that Ritchson's clarification may or may not align with for the primary Batman role. The fan reaction to Ritchson's comments has been mixed, with many expressing disappointment but also understanding, given his candidness. The possibility of him taking on another DC role has generated its own wave of speculation, with fans eager to see where he might fit. Ritchson's career trajectory continues to impress, and his potential involvement in future DC projects remains a significant point of interest for the fanbase. This update on potential casting is fascinating, but it also reminds us of the intricate web of stories being woven. Now, let's take a moment to recap the biggest stories of the day and get you all the information you need to stay informed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Plus, give us a follow on all our socials to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one. Alright, Scoop Squad, that's a wrap on another whirlwind of news. We heard Alan Ritchson is likely out of the DCU Batman race, but might still have a DC future. Saul Rodriguez shared her journey from auditioning for Superman to landing a role in Peacemaker Season 2. We uncovered a hidden Easter egg in Peacemaker Season 2 that hints at the introduction of the major Superman villain, Ultra-Humanite. And we got the latest on the DCU Batman casting rumors straight from the source. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single update, and comment below with your thoughts. Follow us on all social platforms to stay in the loop. Until next time, keep scooping.